tiya myaw tiya myaw tu ka ro ba so yin Emily Pankhurst Emily Pankhurst tu ka ro de da a myo thimi po no sa ro text te ka tu ye a chaung ko tu ye flow de tu ye sa le la ji aw born in 1858 1958ခုနှစ်မှာမွေးဖွားတဲ့ the principal fighter for women's equality အဲ့တော့အဓိကသူကခြေပတဲ့သူပေါ့နော်ဦးဆောင်ခြေပတဲ့သူ for women's equality အမျိုးသမီးတွေရဲ့အခွင့်အရေးနဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့နော်အမျိုးသမီးတွေရဲ့တန်းတူအခွင့်အရေးနဲ့ပတ် equality တန်းတူအခွင့်အရေးအမျိုးသမီးတွေရဲ့တန်းတူအခွင့်အရေးနဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့ဦးဆောင်ဦးရွယ်ပြုသူနော်ဟုတ်ပြီ sent to prison 3 times သူ့အကျဉ်းထောင်ကို3 ကြိမ်ပို့ခံရတယ် sent to prison 3 times နော်နောက်တစ်ခုက the British government changed the law on voting rights for women in 1980နော်ဗြိတိရှအစိုးရကဆိုရင်ဘာလဲဆိုရင်ဥပဒေတွေပြင်ဆင်ရတယ်ပြောင်းလဲရတယ်တဲ့ဘာတွေကိုပြင်ဆင်ရလဲ on voting rights ဆရာတို့နော်ဟိုဆန္ဒမဲပေးတယ်ပေးပိုင်ခွင့်ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့အမျိုးသမီးတွေအတွက်1918ခုနှစ်မှာအမျိုးသမီးတွေအတွက်ဆန္ဒမဲပေးပိုင်ခွင့်ဥပဒေနဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့နော်ဗြိတိရှအစိုးရကပြောင်းလဲပြင်ဆင်မှုတွေလုပ်ခဲ့ရတယ် achieved equal voting rights to men in 1928အဲ့လိုနော်ဥပဒေတွေပြင်တဲ့အခါမှာ1928ခုနှစ်မှာအမျိုးသားတွေနဲ့အတူတန်းတူဆရာတို့မဲပေးပိုင်ခွင့်နော်ရရှိလာခဲ့တယ်ဒါအမျိုးသမီးနော်အမျိုးသမီးဦးဆောင်စွမ်းဆောင်ရှင်သဘောမျိုးဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့တော့ဆရာတို့ကဒီနော်ထပ်ပြီးတော့ဆရာတို့ဝီကီမှာလေ့လာကြည့်ပါမယ်နော် Emily Pankhurst အဲ့တော့ Pankhurst 15 July နဲ့1858 to 14 June 1928ဒါသူရဲ့အသက်နော်သက်တမ်းပေါ့ was an English political activist no English political activist no နိုင်ငံရေးတက်ကြွလှုပ်ရှားသူပေါ့နော် English political activist she is best remembered for organizing the UK suffragette movement and helping women win the right to vote in 1999 Time named her as one of the 100 most important people of the 20th century, stating that she shaped an idea of objects for our time and shocked society into a new pattern from which there could be no going back. She was widely criticized for her militant tactics, and historians disagree about their effectiveness, but her work is recognized as a crucial element in achieving women's suffrage in the United Kingdom. Born in the Moorside district of Manchester to politically active parents, Pankhurst was introduced at the age of 14 to the women's suffrage movement. She founded and became involved with the Women's Franchise League, which advocated suffrage for both married and unmarried women. When that organization broke apart, she tried to join the left-leaning Independent Labour Party through her friendship with socialist Key Hardy, but was initially refused membership by the local branch on account of her sex. While working as a poor law guardian, she was shocked at the harsh conditions she encountered in Manchester's workhouses. In 1903, Pankhurst founded the Women's Social and Political Union WSPU, an all-women suffrage advocacy organization dedicated to deeds and no not words. The group identified as independent from and often in opposition to political parties. It became known for physical confrontations. Its members smashed windows and assaulted police officers. Punk cast our daughters and other WSPU activists received repeated prison sentences, where they staged hunger strikes to secure better conditions, and were often forced, as the Pank's eldest daughter, Christopher, took leadership of the WSPU, antagonism between the group and the government grew. Eventually, the group adapted as a tactic, and more moderate organizations spoke out against the Pancast family. In 1930, several prominent individuals left the WSPU, among them Parker's youngest daughters, Adela and Sylvia. Emmeline was so furious that she gave Adele a ticket, £20, and a letter of introduction to a suffragette in Australia, and family instead that he emigrate. Adela complied, and the family rift was never healed. Sylvia became a socialist. With the advent of the First World War, Emily and Christopher called an immediate halt to the militant terrorism in support of the British government's stand against the German terror. Emily organized and led a massive procession called the Women's Right to Serve demonstration to illustrate the women's contribution to the war effort. Emily and Christopher asked women to aid in industrial production and encouraged young men to fight, becoming prominent figures in the White Feather movement. In 1918, the Representation of the People Act granted votes to all men over the age of 21 and women over the age of 30. This discrepancy was intended to ensure that men did not become minority voters as a consequence of the huge number of deaths suffered during the First World War. She transformed the WSPU machinery into the Women's Party, which was dedicated to promoting women's equality in public life. In her later years, she became concerned with that she perceived as a menace posed by Bolshevism and joined the Conservative Party. She was selected as the Conservative candidate for Whitechapel and St. George's in 1927. She died on 14 June 1928. Only weeks before the Conservative government's Representation of the People Equal Franchise Act 1928 extended the vote to all women over 21 years of age on 2nd July 1928. She was commemorated 2 years later with a statue in Victoria Tower Gardens next to the Houses of Parliament. Okay, no, sir. That ne Emily Pankhurstရဲ့အကြောင်းကိုဆရာတို့เนาะဒါသူကတော့ politician ပေါ့เนาะနိုင်ငံရေးသမားသူနဲ့ပတ်သက်လို့ဆရာတို့အခြေအနေထပ်ပြီးတော့လေ့လာခဲ့တဲ့ညာကိုတင်ပြခဲ့ပြီဖြစ်ပါတယ်ကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်